Hi, I'm Michael Amundsen, and I'm the writer and director of Cat and the Trolls, and this is Frank, and Frank is the cat. And if you've seen the teaser, the purpose of this film is just to give you a historical context in which to understand what these people went through. In 1909, the original Homestead Act was expanded from 160 acres to 320. If you stayed on it for 5 years and proved it up, the land would be yours. The U.S. Department of Agriculture did little to discourage those dreams, and the railroads jumped on the bandwagon. The more people filled those lands, the more business for the railroads. Those years between 1910 and 1917 were wet years. I know because my grandfather homesteaded outside of Glendive, Montana in those years. And he did pretty darn well. In 1917, the drought hit. My own grandparents gave up and moved into town, but those who stayed on their claim faced drought, blizzards, and insects. Mother Nature is in charge, and all it takes is some experience in a blizzard or sandstorm or hurricane or earthquake to understand why. Nature moves with its own force, and if one is not prepared, it can be deadly. And there you have it. And I hope you take the stories that I've just given you about homesteads and blizzards and put them together, and you'll have a better understanding of what these people went through. Now around me, this shack that you see is the type of temporary shack that they would have had when they first moved here. And they would have kept it for maybe a year when hopefully they'd made some more money and they could get it together and they'd build something bigger and more permanent. But this is just the temporary little shack. They've probably been here for 6 months. It's now Christmas Eve, and that little stove that you see behind me worked hard night and day to provide whatever little warmth they had in this flimsy little shack that's insulated, as you can see, by tar paper and old newspapers. I'm attracted to stories of faith, struggle, and redemption. And that's what's important to me about this story, because it reminds me of what the children who came here from not knowing any better, not having a choice, enduring tough times, a harsh environment, an unforgiving land, what they had to go through. And this is their story.